I'm asking the same questions to all the writers on the series. Just why you guys made us watch this both scenes for no reason. Hi everyone, I am back finally. It's been almost a month that we saw the final of the Squid Game. Did you like it? Kinda. Did we disappointed? Yes, about the police guy storyline, I'm absolutely disappointed. No matter what happens, I kinda like the ending, even though some flaws that I'm going to talk about in this video. I kinda like it because we kinda had a bittersweet ending. You know, the dad and that little girl is safe with our number 11. Our 222 baby girl is safe. The island has been gone. Maybe they are not going to do any games in Korea, but as we saw on the ending, this games is happening in all around the world, in America too. Well, we also know that from the first season that the cringe VIPs mentioned that always like the Korean was always special, something like that, as you remember. I don't see any official things that are we going to watch American Squid Games. If we are, I'm going to watch it for sure with you in this channel. But do I want it to? I am not sure. Anywho, this is not the topic of this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the flaws, the annoying parts of the final season. We are going to deep dive in, question why this decision happened in the series. I made a list about 9 reasons why the Squid Games doesn't make any sense. If you click this video, you got what you are going to watch. So the first reason is human chandelier. So in the second season final, our characters wanted to make a revelation, but unfortunately they fail it, and some players unfortunately die, and the game owners wants to show the dead bodies to the players that if you do something like that, if you wanna, play in any against something to the game, this is what will happen. So we saw that human chandelier, and to be honest, it was so creepy to watch it. But to be honest, I didn't notice that, but I saw this on TikTok. Thank you guys. I don't know who I'm going to give a credit because everyone keep motion that there is no the body of number 1. That's what we saw, and our main character didn't even notice anything. Maybe he was in a really dark, he was in a good place in the about the mind. Maybe that's why he didn't even notice. He didn't even that much look at the chandelier because, like I said, it was too hard to see and watch it. So maybe he just looked at it up the bodies and didn't want to count that. And also the game players didn't even notice that the dad wasn't there. The dad player, because number 11 take him. But maybe I am explaining to myself. Maybe some game owners also making this a human organ traffic there. So maybe that's why they just ignore some bodies are missing. That's maybe why. But this is the first reason that I would like to mention that doesn't make any sense. And some people say that in the first season, Jihyun's bestie, that crypto guy, if he was there, he will definitely notice whose body is missing. And to be honestly, I agree with that. The second reason is the entire bot team. Listen, I have seen a lot of TikToks and memes about them. Like, they have been searching for this island for 2 seasons, right? But the whole total is actually 6 or 7 days, something like that. To be honest, when you just watching it just like that, okay, it's enough. But how the fuck you can be the most useless things in the series? Listen, if I wasn't making a reaction videos, if you didn't watch it, you can find it on my channel. If I wasn't making reaction videos, I will definitely skip every bot scenes part. And this is what I saw on the TikTok too. if I skip these parts, I wouldn't even miss anything about the series. This whole boat scenes doesn't give us anything. Just one thing about that captain, was actually the part of the games. Was actually okay. I'm not gonna lie. I was shocked when I saw the captain with our front guy and the hunting of fish. Like that's necessary. I don't know. I was like, okay, I was shocked, but oh, the whole scenes are so unnecessary, like so useless and. Oh my god, how the fuck you can be the most boring parts of this series? Oh my god. The most annoying part is our main character Jihyun, like they say that this team is the most expensive and the most talented one. They are so special, they can find anyone and guess what happened? If the captain kills the whole squad, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like these people has to be the most expensive and talented ones. They all die because of the captain.
선장님, 라면 드실래요? 선장님 드신대 하나만 더 보내.
It's so annoying, that if this season was last episode, we didn't even need that many bot team scenes ever. And also, if our guy, I'm sorry, I forgot his name, but if he didn't even, that guy, if he didn't even didn't get any suspect or something like that, they will definitely just going to die. He just got suspect about something and he was right. That's the whole point. And after all of this searching, after all of this death, when our police guy find his brother. For what? I'm really asking you what happened. Nothing. He just asked, why you do that? And he just look at our front guy, just look at his brother and just they didn't say anything, which is I will mention about the other part, in this series, in this season, literally no one is talking about anything. That's another point that I will mention. But you've been searching for him. And almost also 3 season 2 as well. Because in the first season he was, trying to find out what is going on this games and then he finds out this is his brother and nothing happens. Just why? Ask him why. And I am asking the same questions to all the writers on the series. Just why you guys made us watch this both scenes for no reason. And when I am talking about the both team, of course I'm going to talk about our police guy, and our third reason is the police guy. So we saw that the island has been blown up, right? But no matter what you do, there will always be some evidence, some rocks, any evidence will be there for sure. No matter how much you blow up that place, even though the whole island get under to fucking sea or something like that, you will still have any evidence. And guess what happened? Nothing. The police guy didn't even, prove that there was an island, there was games that people, making human traffic just for the, crazy rich people. The government, what is going on the police station? What is going on the, government? There is literally an island blow up and you didn't even check anything. What the fuck is going on there? This island must be, abandoned. Suddenly you can see the traffic. There's a, big ships there. There's a lot of people and suddenly this island blow up. And no one didn't even check. So, okay, the island was just blow up. I'm not going to check. This is what the shows tell us, that how government react to all this situation. And I'm not buying this shit, okay? The government has to, or the police guy, has to check that place. And eventually, we have to see that, okay, I really want to watch a scene, I don't know, a little bit, documentary, something like that. Or, police guy is holding it. The whole everything was true. There was a human traffic for the games. I really want to see something like that, but no, nothing happened. Just the island blow up. Our police guy just find the island just for asking, why, brother, why'd you do that? And that's all. And goodbye to the island. And this fucking rich people get out there without they didn't get any fucking trouble and just go live like that. And this is also shows that no matter what you do, this rich people always win. To be honest, it's kind of realistic, but this whole blowing up, it's not realistic. If there's an island blow up, of course the government will go and look up for it. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. And our police guy in the end, he's don't know what to do.
뭘 해야 할지 모르겠네. 황영은 이제 뭐 할 건데? 복직 안 해?
경찰이요. 이 난리를 치고요.
좀 그런가?
But in the end, he got the money and the baby. I feel like, he's going to well till life with the baby. He's going to be great dad for sure, but I didn't like the ending for him. With the baby, with the money, that's okay. But I really want to see him as, getting a reward from the police station. Like, okay, you solved the case. You are really great police. You helped this. We find out this island and we will make sure these games are not going to happen anymore. Something like that. I really want to see that, but no. The third one is no one is talking in this series. Listen, I have seen a lot of comments about like why we are seeing this useless characters on the final. That kind of makes sense in that way because they want to make a dirty ending, so we needed that ugly, disgusting characters. So we have to see, we sacrifice our best girly team in the first 2, 3, and 4 episodes. So yeah, but the real problem is why the fuck our main characters didn't even in the total on the series in this season. He just talked 5 minutes or something like that. But the other ways, this disgusting characters that final team keep talking on, keep stealing on the screen time more than him. What we watch it? What was that? Why our main character Jihyun literally finds out that number one is actually a front guy, and he didn't even say anything. Yes, you guys are going to say, Ash, he talked a lot, of course, but not that much. Not I didn't get that. He didn't even give any reaction like, oh my god, so you were the front guy, so what you did that. No, he just focused on that. The front guy offers him to knife so you can, kill all these people. You can save the baby. To be honest, in that point, I kind of trust the front guy.
네가 그놈들을 다 죽이고 나면 참가자는 너와 아이 둘뿐이야. 할 수 없는 게임이야. 정해진 규칙에 따라서 게임은 여기서 중단이 돼.
And to be honest, the front guy was telling the truth. He really wants to Jihyun wins and the baby lives. He can do that, but that's another thing that I will mention. You just find out that your bestie in 3 days or something like that is the front guy. Of course, you live this again. Maybe in some way, you already lost your motivation, everything. Jihyun in this season was in really bad mentality because of that revelation fails down and his, childhood friend kills one of his eyes. We just keep seeing long scenes for no reason. Even the really final, when they went to the prison to take our guy, we really watch a prison, a big shot for 15 seconds or something like that. I swear to God. And I was when reaction and I was like, why am I watching this? Why I am watching a building in the final episode and there's 5 minutes left. I don't know what I'm going to watch. I have so many questions still, and I am watching a building for fucking no reason for 15 seconds. That's too much. So I hate that in this final season, our especially main character didn't even talk that much, and it doesn't make any sense and doesn't give me any motivation to keep following his journey. Okay, since I started to talk about our main characters, let's continue with that. The fifth one is our main character's stupid decisions. So listen, I already made a video about season 2, you can watch it on my channel, season 2 review. I mentioned that how stupid our main character Jihyun is, and if you watch it, you will understand. But to keep it made short, as we watch it in the second season final, the whole this revelation thing doesn't make any sense. The whole plan was too much unrealistic, and you really sacrifice people for no fucking reason. for your own selfish. If you want to know what I mentioned selfish, go watch that video. I'm not going to talk about that anymore because this is season 2 review. And after that, the revelation fails. You really get in the bad mood. I understand that. And you suddenly start to blame our soldier guy. He had a traumas. I am not blaming him, but also it's kind of bad that he couldn't even, get the guns to the team. But what I'm going to say is killing him and after your bare hands and then feeling so guilty. I don't know, man. You're so fucked up. And then, after grandma talk with you, you got the baby and you kind of, okay, you know what? I got a purpose. I have kind of reason to lie because in the games he was still couldn't even do something. When he got the baby, he did it for the baby. That's how I feel, that's how we saw, but that's a great. But when the knight front guy gives you the knife, when he tells you these people are fucking monsters, they're really talking about killing a baby, so you just use that knife, kill them when they are sleeping, they won't even notice. And I swear to God, he just like, no, I can't do that. I'm not kind of person like, I'm an honest person. I can kill people when they are sleeping. The people who wants to kill a baby. Literally just born and doesn't have a father or mother, Oh, listen up, killing people is just so fucking crazy. But our Jihyun, this is his second game. He saw bad people in the first one, and now he's seeing another level of bad people who wants to kill a really baby. If you want to protect this baby, you have to kill someone, right? In the game era or when they are sleeping. Okay, in some point, killing people in the game era in this world feels more like fair because I am defending myself. It kind of feels more legal, I assume, but killing people when they are sleeping feels more illegal and not honest. Maybe that's he got hallucination from our girl 67 from the first season. I loved her to bonus, and when I watched her killing scene, oh my god, my heart was broke so hard. And I feel like that was the most sadness part of the Squid Game. Nothing can top that to me. And I was like, I understand kind of his motivation, but tomorrow you have to kill them. Okay, nothing's going to change. Okay, and it will be more safer. So maybe you can stay alive and take care of that baby too. But you didn't. You just beat fucking stupid. Oh my gosh. But still, I like you were a good, honest person, but that doesn't change that you were stupid. I'm sorry, Jihyun, but you were. That was a stupid decision. The sixth reason is, which is I already mentioned, but this season was too long for no reason. We watched that endlessly scenes that just people looking at each other, nonsense talks that filling up the whole episode, the fucking boat scenes, the VIP scenes, that's so cringe. Like, we watch every nonsense scenes but not our main characters giving us a really great speech. And this whole thing was just, giving us more episodes to get more views and monies for sure. And I wish that they just created just season 2 with 10 episodes. It will be so much great. So much great for the storyline. I feel like it will change a lot of things for sure. And I feel like we will watch something more worth to wait. Because in some point, I know that we all keep skip that boat scenes. Unfortunately, I couldn't because I was making the reaction videos. So yeah, just why the third, season 3, no. It was so necessary. Why we are watching this for okay?
그래 연락해.
Some scenes are so long for fucking no reason, I swear to God. The 7th one is The VIPs, guys, I swear to God, the VIPs in the first season was so cringy. Everyone keeps talking about like why we watched that. Even though I remember in the first season we didn't saw the VIPs that much.
Mamma mia.
Damn, that was close.
But in this season, oh my God, they were in everywhere and they were keep talking and talking. Like, and they didn't learn anything from the first season. Like, did you guys, the first season blew up so much and everyone kept talking about it. And you guys didn't even read any comment, like how cringy was the VIP scenes are and how their, English was so annoying. Like, people keep saying that it's like from like AI, a person who learns English like me. It's not your first language and you just want to sounds cool, or an AI is talking with a bad actor and actress.
Oh, it was more exciting than the actual games.
Almost cried when I heard that old lady's speech.
We are so bad. Look at these people. How miserable. I am so rich and bad. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. You know what they sound like? They sound like a Disney villain. They are like, you know what? I'm so bad and I enjoy these people suffer. Something like that. And oh my God. And in this season, we saw they were, trying to give us more characteristic way. Like, I'm hunting animals on the Amazons. I'm like, shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up. It was the most cringiest things that I have ever seen in my entire life. And this is actually another level of, how can I say this, success or something like that. When the first season you watch it and you were like, oh my God, like how can I, nothing can ever top that. But here we go. In the third season, they really top it. I hated it. Ugh. The 8th one is number 11 and her commander. So listen, our number 11, to be honest, she's one of my favorite characters in the series. She's so clever, but in some way, the commander is so fucking, like again, a Disney villain. Their last scenes. Why our commander, he must be a really clever, he must be a really talented. Does he have to give a speech about, I understand you, how you feel, but now you are going to die? What the fuck was that? He didn't even check what our number 11 is doing. They get a fight. Unfortunately, it was assumed that number 11 got the knife. Commander is acting like, okay, she already about to die. She couldn't even move. And Commander is just like, okay, you know what? Let me get my whiskey and give a big fat ass speech for no reason. Be the fucking villain, like from Disney. And don't give a shit about what number 11 is doing. Don't give a hear about anything what she's doing. She's really going to the elevator to take the gun. And he didn't even notice. Like, what kind of commander are you? What kind of person, what kind of successful soldier you are? You're nothing, okay? And I get it, they just wanted to give us action, make it scenes longer. Like I said on the other point, that they just give us scenes that doesn't make any sense. I wish that we just saw that number 11 kills get rid of the commander. That would make definitely sense. But watching that scene, I was like, what the fuck I'm watching? This whole fucking kind of badass speech from the commander that doesn't even talented that much. And the part that number 11 went to the commander's bathroom with ventilation, she does that for the second time too. And like, listen, if someone comes to my room from there, I was like definitely check up, or talk with the people, do something from there so no one can do that ever again. But you know what just happened? Nothing. She really used the same way to get down to that bedroom, and that's not clever, okay? And the last reason is our characters being so friendly to each other. So listen, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I am agree with some point with the VIPs. Ew. But when they say that how these people get, loving and caring about each other that much easily, That doesn't make any sense. Exactly.
This is the nut job that kills her own son just to save some baby and a woman she just met.
Now, our girly girl, 222, and the grandpa, I love that team, okay? Not gonna lie. But they're kind of too much when, in a, that way, sacrificing him, a young lady with the baby. I don't know, like,
나를 찔러 그러면은 너도 살고 준이랑 애기도 다 살아.
I don't wanna do what in this situation, but what will happen, Ash, if you ask me? Well, first of all, I would like to say close the fucking door, okay? Because our girly girl really died because of she was talking behind the open door and she got snapped from her back. She can't even talk them closing the door. Girls, I find the way out. We will get away. Just, be silent so we can, check the doors. Is it okay? Everything's okay? And just like that. But no. Guess what happened? Talking behind the door, she got snapped. Unfortunately, she died and my heart was broken. She was one of my favorite too. And then 222 and the grandma was going to the way out. They also keep the door open. They didn't even care about anything. Like, our grandpa was so slow about the keys and they were just like waiting. Bitch, you can die here, That's really what happened, grandpa's children. I hate him, to be honest, because he was so useless. It was so hard, but does it, work to sacrifice your own children? I don't know. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But I also think that as a kind of psychological way, because these people are facing a really big challenges with their lives and mental way. So maybe in that position, you just find some person to get a emotional support or life support or something like that. Maybe that's why they just connected so easily. That's what I'm thinking. But in some parts, I was just like, okay. And also, we have been watching this series since 6 months ago. We watched the second season and now this. It feels like to us a really long time, but it's actually when you watch it just one point, they just spend 5 days together, and that's not too long time to get connected with someone. But yeah, that's it. So that's end of the list. That's all I can say for the end. What I'm going to say is about the series, I really like it, this series. I'm not going to definitely rewatch it again because there's too much pain, too much things going on. But like I said, I will watch it if the American version comes out. But I'm not sure it's going to be good as the original one. Just seeing Kate, what was that? And people keep saying that the Americans play in that game, the paper game, doesn't make any sense because it's not an American game. To be honestly, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Maybe they were playing American children game will make sense, but I don't know. They just make that scene to make more sensational, more iconic. That's why they wanted to play that Korean children game too. Oh my god, they're also playing on the America too. They just wanted to make that like that way. If they were playing an American game, it wouldn't be that much, iconic or that much shocking. But to me, seeing Kate, oh my god. Like, Kate, like, Ariana, what are you doing here?
Ariana, what are you doing here?
And yeah, we saw that Jihyun's daughter that he didn't even care, but suddenly he started to care about someone's daughter, that whatever. And also the last speech about Jihyun's we are humans, but Jihyun, unfortunately, some people are fucking monsters. Yes, they are not horses, but these people that you were in the final with, they were fucking monster. They really, I don't know, to me they are just like the VIPs, that kind of monster, because they really talking about a killing baby. So to me that speech was kinda well, did I cry? Yes, because saying goodbye to him was kind of hard, and also he really sacrificed himself for the baby. That baby is not going to know you or anything about you, but he did it anyway because he is a human. Jihyun was human, definitely, but the others was just like fucking, you know what I'm saying. And that's all I'm going to say. What will I give to this final season? I will give 3.5. To hold this series, I will give 4, okay? That was good series, but not that much good because there's a lot of flaws we saw, and yeah, I hope that the American Squid Games will make more sense. That's all I can say. Thank you for watching me on the Squid Game journey. I will make some Squid Game videos on this channel. I will make ranking the characters, and if you're just watching me for the Squid Game, I have other videos too, okay? Do not give up on me, okay? I will be waiting you on the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe my channel if you didn't. I will see you on the next video. Bye!